So in this video, we're going to be talking about Leo moon natal placement in the first house. So if you have this placement, you are in the right place. And as we covered in the Leo moon general meanings video, the moon in Leo shows somebody that likes to rely on their own energy, and they depend on their ability to perform well in life. And they feel like others depend on them as well for that reason. And the moon shows emotional security in astrology, and it shows how we care for others and how we feel nurtured as well. And part of their emotional style and their love style is they need to feel like others are proud of them. And that is the most emotionally fulfilling feeling for them. Or they need to feel like they have value to others when people have the moon in Leo. And they also have to feel like they are able to be there for others. And so they are very aware of their sense of worth and their sense of value, and they want to be able to be a resource to others, and they always feel like they have to have the energy to play the role that they are playing in other people's lives. Because Leo is about the role that we play, and it's about our ego. So in a general sense, when you have the moon, which is about emotional fulfillment, and it's about things that we defend, you're very defensive of your ego and your sense of self-worth. And the moon, which is about roots, because it rules the fourth house, the bottommost house in the natal chart. And it rules our family roots, and it also rules just our deepest self, our private life, and sometimes a sense of self that's subconscious to us, and it's just the core of who we are. When the moon is in Leo, you really feel that the core of who you are is your ego, and it is the value that you can provide to others, because Leo is about our value to others, because it's about validation and recognition. So when you have the moon in Leo in the first house, all of these things are very tied to your sense of identity as well, because the first house is about our identity. And it's also how other people tend to see you, because the first house is about our personality and our identity and how we come across at face value. And so people see you as a source that they can rely on, and as a resource that they can depend on, especially your energy. They always feel like they can expect you to perform, and it's more of an unconscious thing. And people don't tend to hold you to those standards consciously. It's just you tend to hold yourself to very high standards, because when the moon is in the first house, it's in the 10th from its own house, because the first house is the 10th house from the fourth house. And the 10th is about ambitions. It's also about responsibilities, and it's about our reputation, and it's about discipline. It's ruled by Saturn, which is about restrictions and hard work. So in general, your security comes from your ability to secure yourself. You will never catch yourself depending on somebody else. And it's just a sense of pride that you have that necessitates that you be independent and that you be able to carry your own weight. And other people unconsciously now, they see you as somebody that they can come to as a resource. And also, since the moon is about nurturing, and it's about being a resource, and it's about the resource. It's not about being a resource. It's about the resources that we depend on. And you have it in the first house of self. This means that you depend on yourself for resources, but also your whole personality for others is that you're somebody that's very dependable and that they can come to for help or answers. And you tend to enjoy helping others, and you like solving problems in other people's lives. because the moon and the fourth house is also about solutions, because it's about intuition, but also answering people's problems. The fourth house rules our family and our mother figure, and the mother is the person who plays the role of the answer for a child. When a child calls out for their mom, they are simply calling out for the answer. And that's what the sign Cancer is about, and that's what the moon represents as well. So when you have the moon in your first house of identity, you feel like you are an answer to other people's problems, and that you must at least have the energy to play that role for others. And you never want to see, you never want other people to see you weak. That's another thing about moon and Leo, especially in the first house. And you very much care about your reputation and your self-worth. And to you, these things are deeply tied to your sense of self, and you defend them relentlessly. So you never let people disrespect you. And also, the moon, when it's in Leo, it's in the second sign from its own sign, because the moon rules Cancer and Leo is right after Cancer. And the second house, or the second sign, is about value and self-esteem and self-worth. So you're very much in touch with your sense of worth, and you like to display a sense of worth when it comes to your actions. So generally speaking, when you do things, there's a lot of integrity behind them, and especially behind your sense of self-expression. Now, other traits of this placement is that it indicates that you're quite an optimistic person. You always feel upbeat and emotionally charged, passionate. And, when you're not feeling passionate, or when you don't have energy, you don't feel like yourself. Like, you feel emotionally unsatisfied, because the moon is about emotions. So when you're not feeling optimistic and energetic, you feel like you are let down to other people, and you feel like your value is no longer there. So you start to feel insecure, because the moon is about security. And for you, it all comes from having the energy to support yourself and other people, and also being able to perform at the highest levels at all times, and being able to answer the call. So in general, you also have this need to be confident in yourself, or to have faith in yourself, and to feel inspired, to be able to feel at your best when you have this placement, because that's your natural state. And times where you don't feel inspired, when you don't have faith or something to believe in, especially, most importantly, yourself, because the natural sign that's in the ninth house, when you have the first house in Leo, is Aries. And so Aries is about the self, and the ninth house is about faith. So you have this need to have faith in yourself. And what is this called? This is called confidence. And that's the meanings of Leo as well. So as I was saying, when you don't have that feeling, those are the times in life where you are going through more hard times, or where you will feel more emotionally down, or where you don't feel like yourself. So with that being said, that basically sums up what I wanted to cover for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed and that it resonated. And if you did, and you saw yourself in any way in this video, then don't forget to leave a like and share this video with somebody that you know that has this placement as well. And subscribe if you'd like to see more content. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. And I'll see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.